secondaries are suddenly emerged as a very important aspect of fund liquidity, right? So the company continues, in its stream of like growth and path to wherever it's heading, right? M&A or IPO. But fund managers require liquidity, and secondaries have become a key element of that. Last year, there was a interesting American fund that raised a record amount of money, above $20 billion for secondaries. Never seen these kind of numbers before. And when we first did it at Blume in 2021, it was very unique. It was a market that was shut because of COVID in late 20. And people said there's no chance you can pull something like this off in India. And our friends at Avendus had a spark, and they said, hey, there's some interesting assets in there. Why don't we give it a shot? And they took 3 months to evaluate it, piece together what we call a package secondary, or like a portfolio of secondary, rather than a single asset secondary. So there's a difference between selling a position in a single company versus packaging a portfolio of assets. We've seen that the buyers are different. The person who buys a single asset knows the asset very well. So a lot of single asset secondaries are actually folks who are already buying into a profitable or a pre-IPO company. And so a lot of the data is very well understood. Or they're existing investors or evaluating it from a primary perspective in the first place. So they don't mind picking up 10 or 15% of their exposure at a slight discount to their entry price. So this is what we've seen in single assets. The portfolio one is trickier. The portfolio one is essentially, hey, you have some crown jewels in your portfolio. We're not interested in the whole thing. We just want pieces of the crown jewels. However, we don't want too much concentration. We want some diversification. We can't play more than 50% of it. We want somebody else also to validate the price and risk. And therefore, let's do 50 million across 5 assets and I will do 25 of that. So this is a very common kind of, at least at our level, a secondary conversation. Somebody's very gung-ho and says, I can do 100 to 200 million, but show me assets, just 4 or 5 assets, which can give me that level of position.